Which woodland critter would win in a battle of wits?
The wittiest would win in the woods. Would you say so? Would.
Well, will it be Wally?
Probably not.
Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Chad Magic. My name's Christian.
And I'm Wally. And today we're going into the woods at the end of the garden with all the little critters for some more Bloomburrow. But this time it's decks we've made ourselves. And I'm really excited to give mine a try because once again I'm on Rakdos Pingers. What's going on, Christian?
Yeah, you lizard. Well, basically we've got the return of Ollie, which is great news because we love Ollie.
So excited to have Ollie back on the show. It's been over a year now. The last time we saw Ollie was the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he's been out in Pantoland.
Yeah, so our thespian with the Bestian is back.
Our actor with the tractor.
With the X Factor.
We'll stop doing that now. And we've also got Nathan as well coming on. And you know what? Nathan always brings really fun decks,
doesn't he? Signature blend of herbs and spices that makes a Nathan deck exactly what it is.
Yeah, well, speaking of herbs and spices, I'm playing the KFC Bargain Bucket, not sponsored, the Birds deck. So I'm very excited to do that. Azorius Flyers.
The one that lets you just put birds onto the table for free.
Let's just get some birds.
I love anything like that, so your deck sounds pretty fun to me as well. So yeah, dead excited to get into this game, but firstly, a big thank you to our patrons. You guys rock.
You're very cool. We like you. We'll bring them up on screen. If you'd like to join the Patreon, you can do it for just as little as £1 a month. And for our top tier patrons, for £5 a month, or $4.50 a month.
It's a $4.50, yeah.
$4.50, oh, bargain. They get access to special bonus content. So if you want to see the post-game wrap, you want to hang out with us on Spell Table, that type of stuff, make sure you consider giving that a go. But if that is too much for you, you can like and subscribe. We appreciate any interaction with the video, and that costs you nothing. So if you're a fan of the content, please consider ringing the bell, liking the thing, all the rest of it, you know what to do.
Absolutely, the button's down there, and we will be at MagicCon Las Vegas. So if you are going to be there as well, we would love to meet some of our friends from across the pond. So drop us a comment, message on Instagram or Twitter or something
Frisbee
like that.
us an email, you know.
Absolutely. But yeah, let's get straight to this game. I can't wait.
I'm so excited. We're off into the woods.
Let's go.
And just like magic, we're back and we're ready to play. And we have the return of everyone's favourite, Ollie.
Hey!
The actor with the X Factor. the thespian with the Bestian. And the... I can't think of another one.
We'll come back to you later.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah. We'll give you 2 out of 3.
And Nathan.
Hello.
I mean, I'm also returning. I'm Wally, and today I'm playing Gev Scaled Scorch. It's Lizard's title deck, cares about draining my opponents, playing Lizards, and yeah, that's just what it does, basically.
Well, Wally, I'm something of a lizard myself, as I am playing Flubs the Fool.
You're actually an amphibian.
I think you'll find.
It's something of. It's not quite, but it's something of. I just want to play my hand, so I get to play additional lands. If my hand is empty, I get to draw a card. If not, I discard a card. So,
brilliant.
Fun.
So you're just going to be sat there with empty hands all the game.
Potentially.
Jazz hands in the corner. Hi, I'm Christian, and I have got the chance to play Azorius, so you know I'm going to take it. I am playing a bird deck, and it's going to give you that type of phobia that I should have Googled, which is for fear of birds. You'll know. No, none of us know. Tell us what it is. Tell us what it is in the comments. And basically, I just want to play loads of little birds, swing out, and then maybe cheat out some big birds, draw cards, put +1/+1 counters on. It's literally birds.
I feel like Christian had 2 jokes that he didn't prepare for either of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why change the habit of a lifetime? I like to let the comments section finish my jokes for me. But never mind. Right.
So I'm playing Ygra, Eater of All, and essentially this is kind of like a Voltron deck, which turns every creature apart from itself into food. So the aim is to try and maximise that by playing some counter synergies, because whenever it sacrifices a food, anyone sacrifices a food, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Everything's an artifact, so I can have some artifact synergies in there as well. And I've got some token synergies so that there's always plenty of food for the hungry kitty to eat. So we'll see how it goes.
So my birds are going to become foods.
Yes.
It's okay. So it'd be like basically a trip to Nando's.
Yeah, a bit lower class, maybe KFC.
Right, should we go?
Let's do it.
I feel like there's a Nadu joke in there.
Yeah.
Don't, no.
None of your business.
Well, I've tried to make 3 jokes and all of them have fallen flat, so...
Right, well, let's just start playing before Christian tries to make another joke. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play this Sulphurous Springs, and I'm going to pass.
Nice. Very fair magic, but I am a fool. So I am.
No one's disagreeing with that.
I know.
This is when Nathan just spilled his hand out.
No. I'm just going to take 2 life. I'm going to shock this in. And I'm just going to play Oof. And I'll pass to Christian.
Cool. All right, I'll draw. Let's go for a Plains, and I will tap that Plains for a Healer's Hawk.
Okie doke.
It's just a little guy.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play out the Shire tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Very nice. I'll draw for turn. I'll play a mountain. I'll tap for 2 colourless off Sulphurous Springs to play a Talisman of Indulgence. So I'm going to be hurting myself in my own mana base, and I'll pass the turn.
Cool. I will draw for turn, and let's see what we can do. So I am going to play a Yavimaya Coast. I am then going to tap 1, 2, and 3. This will be colourless because I've got 2 green. I'm going to play Ella Damri. So I can look at the top of my top card in my library. If it's a creature, I can play it. And I'll pass the question.
All right,
and I'll look.
And draw.
Is it a creature?
It could be.
I'll play an Irrigated Farmland, comes in tapped. I will swing at Wally because he's on the most life.
Joint those lives. Yeah, is it just one? Two,
Just one in the air.
Oh, just one? Okay,
It's just a cheeky one in the air. I'll gain 1.
But it's actually 2 because you've got life left.
And I'll tap 1 for a Miner's Guidewing, which is a 1/1 flying vigilance. When it dies, target creature you control explores, and I'll pass the turn.
Okie doke. I will untap. I will draw. And I am going to play out a Revitalizing Repast on its other side. So as an Old Growth Grove, enter the battlefield tapped. And then I will tap 1 and play a Shadow Spear.
Nice.
Whoa, pretty good.
Pass the turn.
Cool. I'll untap and draw. I'll play a mountain. Then I will tap for 4 colourless off both of my damage sources to play a Roaming Throne. I will choose Lizards as it enters. So it is a lizard, and if a triggered ability of a lizard would trigger, it'll trigger 1 more time.
That is so scary.
Nice.
It's fine. It's just a little guy.
I
Just a
have some
little guy.
lifelink though, so I'm a little bit
Just a little guy, and I'll pass the turn.
Nice. I will untap. I will draw. I will then look at my library. Nice.
Skills.
Skills. I am then going to play a Tide Channel Pathway. I am then going to tap 1, 2, and 3. So blue, red, green, and I'm going to play Flubs. I shouldn't play him now, but I want to play him now just so I can start doing things.
You want to start discarding that hand, don't you, Nathan?
Oh yeah. That's all I've come to do. I just want to discard my hand. So I can play an additional land. So I am going to play Commercial District. It'll enter tapped. I already know what this is, so I'm going to keep that there. Because I've played a spell, I do need to dump. I'm going to dump a mana drain in just because I wanted to flex.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I want to do. And then I am just going to pass the turn.
Oh my god.
Discarding a mana drain.
and draw. Let's play a Glacial Fortress, comes in untapped, because I control a plane to an island. We'll go to combat, 1 at Ollie, 1 at Wally.
I'll take the 1.
Are they both in the air?
They're both in the air, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
That will be a theme in this deck, so it might.
yes, the birds deck, yes.
It might not be something that you need to ask me every turn.
But I will.
Penguins.
But I will.
I do not.
No.
I'll tap for 3 to play Lieutenant Qatar, or Lieutenant Qatar if you're in the US. It's a 2/2 with flying, and I can pay 1 and a white and sacrifice it to exile target attacking creature.
Eek.
I'll pass it in.
Is anybody running Gravity Well?
No. I will untap and draw. I'm going to pop out a swamp, and then I'm going to tap 3 for a Chatterfang, Squirrel General.
Oh,
It's a
my boy.
3/3 with Forest Walk, and whenever a token would enter the battlefield, I make that many Squirrel tokens, 1/1. So,
Sweet.
yeah. But it will be when I make some food.
Going to be some squiggles going on over
Yeah.
there. Cool. My go.
Yep. Everyone
Sweet.
missed that joke? It's all fine.
I did not get it.
We're missing
We're
jokes
missing-
today.
yeah, it's
We're
not-
missing jokes. I had a long drive. We'll edit in a laughter track.
Alright, I'm going to untap and draw. Okay, well that's a card.
Chad Magic was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Of Wally's cat.
Yeah.
It's not the first time we've made that joke. I'm going to play a mountain. Then I will unfortunately have to hurt myself with Sulphurous Springs, and I'll swallow black from that and a red, losing a life, to play Gev, Scaled Scourge.
Nice.
So it's a 3/2, ward pay 2 life. Other creatures I control enter with an additional +1/+1 counter on them for each opponent who lost life this turn. Whenever I cast a Lizard spell, Gev deals 1 damage to target opponent. And I have a follow-up. So I'm going to tap for 3, colourless from Talisman of Indulgence, to play one of my favourite cards, Tolarian Mauler. So, first trigger Gev, Roaming Throne, trigger it twice. I'll deal damage to Christian, and I'll deal damage to Ollie.
So I take 1.
I take 1.
So because 2 opponents have lost life as Tolarian Mauler enters, it will enter with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Tolarian Mauler likes getting counters. Now, Tolarian Mauler itself, whenever an opponent casts a spell, I can put a counter on it. Ha!
It's going to get big.
It's going to get big.
I'm very scared. I wish I had my mana drain. Because I plan to play a lot of
Crazy
spells.
discard, if I'm honest, but there you go.
Yeah, I really don't know why you
I
discarded
just wanted
that.
the
Nathan.
flex. I wanted the flex, that's all I wanted.
I think it would have been a better flex to counter it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
If it would have been, didn't have the blue anyway, but yeah, I will pass it.
Sorry for interrupting the content we know you're enjoying, but we did have a quick message.
Yeah, if you'd love to support the channel and get first notifications when we release new content, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button down there. Won't cost you anything, will only take you 20 seconds, and it really helps support us.
Do it now.
Cool. I will untap my few things that I've got. Ooh, forgot these two. That was naughty. I'll also look at my card. Interesting. So what I am going to do, I'm going to have to start by doing this. Because I want to start trying to dump my hand as quick as I can.
Love it.
I'm going to play a Mystic Forge.
Okay, well
So now I
that's
can
scary.
doubly look at the top of my library.
So when you cast Mystic Forge, I'll
Yep.
put a counter on Tolarian Mauler.
I also have
and
to-
actually, because it's a triggered ability, I'll put 2 counters
Oh, this is going to
Roaming Throne is quite a card.
That has to go. That's sorry.
I also have to discard a card. I'm going to discard Exploration. And oh my god, this is sad because that thing's going to get huge.
I mean, we can come to some agreement about the Tolarian Mauler.
Well, I have an exile effect on a stick for it, so but that doesn't have to happen if it doesn't attack me. So
Do you know what? I'm going to be sensible.
I have nothing to
and
offer.
going to pass it then.
I'll untap, I'll keep and draw.
Wait, I just realised I'm a fool. I shouldn't have passed the turn.
Well, you're playing the right deck then. I'll play in a Dakar Waste as my land for turn. I'm going to tap for a colourless and a white, and I'm going to play a really cool card called Soul Catcher's Eyrie. Whenever a bird is put into a graveyard from play, put a feather counter on it, and all birds get +1/+1 for each feather counter on it.
Okay, so Tolarian Mauler trigger, I'm actually going to switch to a D20 because I feel like this is going to get out of hand
Yeah.
fairly quickly. So that it now has 6 counts on it, it's an 8/8. That card is a problem as well.
It only if my birds die. It's rubbish without it. But let's say if you board wiped, it would get 3 on it, which is pretty good. Nathan will go 2 at you.
Yep.
And then we'll go 1 at each of each two.
Okie doke, I will take the 1.
I'll take 2.
Yeah, I'll take 1.
See, I'm being generous. I'm
Being very fair.
Yeah, I'm very fair. But I have left mana open in case someone decides to attack me. I'll pass
So
the
you didn't
turn.
need to tap for that either.
Nope.
Okay.
Okie doke. So I will untap, I will draw, and then I will play a Rogue's Passage. I will start by doing 1 green, 1 black, and 1 other to play Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge.
Oh, nice.
And that will give me a food token. Aha, but thanks to Chatterfang, that'll also give me a Squirtle token. So I at least can block something, although I don't know what I can do against a...
Well, it hasn't got trample, so...
Has it got trample so far?
but I will also put 2 more counters on it because of
Oh god.
my various bits and pieces.
That is absolutely rancid.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I sort of... Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to come at Nathan because he has a forest. I'm going to go at Nathan for
Forest Walk,
3
yeah.
because he has Forest Walk, but I'm going to keep everything else open. And I will pass the turn.
Cool, right, so we'll untap. We will draw.
Just a 10-10. Just
a little guy.
Roaming Throne's so good, isn't it?
Just a little guy. Right.
He's just not a little guy. He's a big guy. And he's getting bigger.
Well, I'll play a mountain. I only have 1 black source, which isn't ideal.
You have 2.
Oh, I do have 2, sorry, you're right, I can't count.
He's going to die by...
Yeah.
I'm going to tap
how
for
we get
2
Ollie.
to play a Party Thrasher.
Oh, cool.
So first, 2 triggers on Gev. Nathan, I didn't hit you last time, and Christian, you've got the most life, so we'll do it that way. And he will enter, therefore, with 2+1/+1 counters.
What does the card do?
Non-creature spells I cast from exile have Convoke. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I may discard a card. If I do, exile the top 2 cards in my library, choose one of them, and I may play it this turn. So it's just like a teeny bit of card advantage, really. Cool.
That makes everything cost 2 less. Oh no, it has Convoke.
It's Convoke, yeah, not Affinity, yeah. Then I'll take a damage off my Sulphurous Springs and tap a red. Ouch. To play a Valley Rot Caller. This is not a lizard. It's a 1/3 with Menace. Whenever it attacks, each opponent loses X life, and I gain X life, where X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and rats I control. So it's just like, can't do anything this turn. But I do have a Tolarian Mauler. Now, Christian can exile it.
Yes. I mean,
Ollie can shunt block basically with the squirrel, whereas Nathan would have to lose some value, so I'm going to swing at Nathan. With
Oh,
the
Nathan, that was mean.
that's really mean.
That was so mean.
I'm just a foolish frog.
Look how could you do that to Flubs?
I do not suffer fools lightly.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I took it.
Oh, I really thought you were going to block with your Elvish Mystic. I really thought you were
Want
going
my Elvish Mystic?
Nathan, I'm very sorry. I thought you were going to.
He's not sorry one bit, Nathan.
Never.
I'm going to pass the turn.
There you go. I will untap. Hopefully I can discard some things. We'll draw. And for my prerogative, I will look. Interesting. How do I want to start this? I feel that I want to pay 1, 2, 3. I'm not really bothered how I do this. I'm going to play a Crucible of Welds.
Okay, that's a card.
I'm going to pitch this.
Okay, Tolarian Wall will go up to 10 counters.
Oh, so you can play lands from your grave. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm going
It's good include, actually, yeah.
I'm going to tap my Elvish Mystic to play a Findhorn Elves.
No cards, just hands. You
Just hands.
A Findhorn Elfen.
Interestingly enough,
2 more counters on Tolarian Wall. Sorry, Nathan.
I can play a card from the top of my library. I can also play this land because I have this.
Yes, and you played it.
Oh, clever.
So I'm going to play this. Trigger Flubs. I have no cards in hand, so I get to draw.
Trigger Tolarian
Yep.
Wall.
Oh my God.
I'm loving this.
God. Crazy.
Play a land. I have to discard my Library of Leng. I didn't think about that. Pass.
On your end step, I'm going to tap for 2, and I'm going to do, based on land cycle, my migratory route. I'm going to go and get an island and put it into my hand, and then we'll go to my turn. I'll untap, upkeep, and draw.
Kristen, can we be friends? Because that side of the table is looking
That side of the table is looking
really
pretty.
terrifying.
I think my plan is to maybe do a bit of setup this turn anyway. So I'm going to play an island. I'm going to tap 4. And I'm going to play a Battle Screech. Create 2 1/1 white bird creature tokens.
Do you know who are good friends of birds? Frogs.
No, they're not. Birds kill frogs. They eat frogs.
I'm going to flash it back by tapping 3 untapped white creatures to create 2 more birds.
And as you cast 2 spells, I'll put 4 counters.
Sure,
It's
go,
a 2020.
You go for it, Glen Coco. And then Wally, I'll swing my vigilance at you.
What is it?
Just a 1/1.
I'll take the 1.
Then I will tap 4 untapped white creatures, 4 untapped creatures with flying rather, and play Safara, Sky's Blade. It's a 7/7 flying lifelink, and it says other creatures you control with flying have indestructible.
Oh, that's bad. Well, I will at least get another 2 counters. So I need to get my D30 in a minute.
And I'll pass the turn.
Okie doke. So I will untap and draw. That wasn't what I wanted to see, but that's all right. I'll play out another swamp. I think it's time I play out my commander.
Ooh.
So playing out Ygra, Eater of All. He's a 6/6 with ward, sacrifice a food, but all of your creatures are now ward. Are now food. So
We've entered KFC.
we've entered KFC time.
Frog's legs.
I wonder
2
how
more
an elf
counters
tastes.
on Tolarian Mauler.
Yeah, let's stop feeding the Tolarian Mauler now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is food himself.
Well, can you please eat it?
There's nothing else I can do. I don't really feel as though I'm in any position to to attack anybody here. So I'm going to pass the turn.
Cool. All right, I'll untap my stuff.
I think Wally's definitely the scariest.
Draw.
Nathan could just go off, but Wally's got a lot on board.
Just a little guy. Just a little
He's
guy.
not a little guy. What is your definition of a little guy? A 24, 24?
Flubs is just a little
Okay,
guy.
just a medium guy then.
Yeah.
Okay, so Party Thrasher. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I may discard a card. If you do, blah, 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 you get the rest. So I'm going to discard a Visceraseer. So I'll exile the top 2 cards of my library, which are a Swamp and a Mountain. That's not great. So I will choose the Swamp, which I can play this turn. I'll just play that as my land for turn. Mountain's going to stay in exile.
Discarded a Viserys here.
I discarded a
Ominous.
Visceraseer. Ominous, as they say. Right, go to combat next. Now, Christian, I've noticed you only have 1 blocker and no mana to activate your thing, and the 1 blocker you have gives all your other things indestructible. So these are the facts of the situation. So I'm going to swing the Tolarian Mauler at you, but I'm also going to swing the 1/3 value Rock Caller at you. So before we go to damage and blocks, there is a trigger. So each opponent will lose 1, 2, 3, 4 life, and I will gain 4 life.
That's not very nice of you, Wally.
4. And then we go to blocks and damage. So it's
What is it? It's a 1/3.
It's a 1/3 menace.
What? Menace. Oh,
And this is a 24/24.
so I'm going to take 25.
Yikes.
See, I knew he's probably going to exile it straight away on his turn, but now the indestructible board isn't quite so scary on 12 life.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just going to pass with my mana up.
Cool.
Now, Nathan, I feel like we're low life friends here.
Yeah, we are. We are. Low life friends. So I'm
wouldn't
going to
call
do
you a
something
low
a
life,
bit
Nathan.
funky before I draw, because I've done my own.
You're getting a smack on your turn, Wally.
I know I'm getting a smack. I know I'm getting a smack.
So I've done a wonderful one. So before I actually draw my card, so in my upkeep, I'm going to decide to trigger Ella Danley. So I'm going to tap these two creatures and the 1 mana, and I am going to be able to reveal the top card of my library. And if it's a creature, I can put it into the battlefield.
Okay, well that.
Now let me just check the wording of that. Put it into the battlefield, so I'm not casting it, so it doesn't trigger flubs. So I'll just play it.
Or Torian
What is it,
Mauler.
a Cemetery
Sad.
Illuminator.
Yeah. So whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile a card from a graveyard. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. Once each turn, you may cast a spell. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a bit sneaky. Since I have an enchantment, I'm going to put enchantment under there. So now I can see enchantments, artifacts, and creatures, and I can play them from the top of my library.
Sweet.
Wow, that is quite good.
Interesting.
It's not an artifact enchantment or creature.
No, I can play it for free. So they'll trigger your Mauler.
It will
They'll
trigger the
trigger
Mauler.
flubs, so I'll draw a card. It's a land. I shall play the land for turn. But enters tapped, so I'll surveil 1. I will keep that there, as I can play this. So I have 3 or more artifacts, so I'm just going to tap my Mox Opal, and I'm going to play this, which will trigger my flub, so I'll draw a card.
Torian Mauler.
Oh, that Tolarian Mauler. Well, at least it's not my turn to get hit by it next.
Hi, Ollie. Sorry, Scriddle. I love you, but no.
12 life on my
Tinking. I don't think I need this much, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 2 mana to cast a Memory Worm.
Okay.
I have to discard this.
What does Memory Worm do?
So I discard Azusa. So whenever I cast a spell from anywhere other than my hand, it deals 2 damage to the target player. That player discards a card, then draws a card, put a 1/1 counter on it.
Sweet.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, well I'm going to put 2 counters on Torian Mauler.
Yep. So just to spread the love out a little bit, I'm going to play a card from the top of my library, which is a Chromox. However, I have nothing to exile, so it will tap for nothing. But I get to cast this, so you get your Torian Mauler, and I get a Flubs trigger.
And you get to ping him for 2 as well.
I'm going to ping you for 2, and I'll get a count on mine.
Yeah, I
so
deserve it.
You then have to discard a card, and then you can draw a card.
Oh, cool.
He'll like that because you can get rid of something.
Is it? I have to, do I?
Yeah, so you discard first, and then you draw.
Right, I'll discard a Phyrexian Altar, and I will draw this card. Cool.
I'm going to tap this to pay 1 life, and I'm just going to exile Damn. I was like, I could play this, haha, but I cannot. So as a Hedge Mage, I'll look again. I actually can't play that. I am sad. I can do nothing more, I think. So I am just going to pass.
Okay, I'll untap my KFC bargain bucket, and I will draw a card.
I'd say it's more like a family bucket at this stage.
We're going to tap for 5, and we're going to bring out my commander.
Torian Mauler.
Yeah.
What does your commander do again?
My commander says flying, and whenever 1 or more birds you control deal combat damage to a player, choose 1. You may put a bird creature card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Put a +1/+1 counter on each bird you control, or draw a card. I'm going to swing my Safara and Healer's Hawk at you, Wally.
Yep.
I'm going to swing my Miner's Guidewing at you, Ollie. And I'm going to swing just 1 little bird at you, Nathan. No one's got any reaches or flies or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
So I'll take the 1.
How much are you swinging at me?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will gain 8.
That's such a nasty big swing, that, Chris.
I'm going to choose to draw 3 cards.
Sweet. Wish I could draw 3 cards.
Yeah. So I realised I could have kept going there. I keep forgetting about my top.
Ah.
I will play a land for turn, and I'll say go.
Right, okay. Well, can I finally do something? Draw a card. So I'm going to start by playing out a land, which is a Woodland Cemetery. I still don't have an enormous amount to do. I was sort of hoping to have a bit more mana by this point.
In green, more mana.
I know!
Unheard of.
It's unlike me. And so I think just to try and keep me going. I mean,
What do people have open in terms of creatures? That's a 2.
It's a 2/3.
It's a 2/3.
I also have a 1/1 and a 2/2.
1/1 and a 2/2.
okay, so that can't kill me. So I'm going to tap 2 to attach Shadow Spear to Ygra, Eater of all. And then I'm going to swing in. It's a 7/7 with lifelink and trample.
In response, I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of my library, put them back in any order.
Okey-doke.
Is there anything of note here?
He's digging.
Play stuff, yeah.
That's a mean attack on Nathan.
Okay.
Should be swinging at Wally.
So what I'm going to do...
I can't get through his stuff without it killing me, is the problem.
I'd be quite happy for roaming throne to die.
I'm going to tap Sensei's top, put it back in any order. That cat doesn't have to be an artifact or enchantment, would it?
It's
not
neither
food.
of those.
The Shadow Spear is.
However, yes. I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to channel to destroy the Shadow Spear.
With Precision.
So I get to search for a land.
With a basic land type.
Basic land type, and does it come in untapped?
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me just put it onto the battlefield. Yeah,
Untapped.
sure.
Wally discarding the Viserys has really freaked me out.
Just a little guy.
I mean, the KFC family bucket over here is...
He's just a little guy, Nathan. Just a little guy.
He is not a little guy.
So I am going to bring out a woodland chasm. There's not much else I can do, so I might as well go for a tap land. Give my library a quick shuffle, and then see what you're up to.
Blocks.
Yeah, block. I am going to block with my Elvish Mystic because I feel like I have to block because I am nearly dead.
Pro move is to tap it first.
Float the green. Yeah.
So
Bring back mana burn. Can you not? You haven't got the mana to sack it as food. You could do it with your Soul Ring.
Oh yeah. Do you want good call, Wally? So I'll.
Old team player Wally.
Yeah.
I will sack it for food. I'll get
After blocks, cool. You gain 3.
great, and because the food has gone to the graveyard, he gets +2/+2. So he's now
I think you, Ollie, as well, making a commander bigger. Like, I'm the team player here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It would have happened anyway, but thank you all the same.
It's not going to stop me swinging at you.
No, that's fine. And that's everything for my go. Pass turn.
Cool, I'm going to untap and draw. Okay, we'll do the Party Thrasher thing again. This time I'll discard a mountain. So let's see what's on top. A Changeling Outcast and a Bedevil. Ooh, now that's a better selection than 2 lands. I think you'll agree. Well, let's start by tapping a black. I'm going to choose the Changing Outcast, so Bedevil will stay in exile. Then I will cast...
We wouldn't want any interaction in this game.
Who needs
Interactions for losers.
Changeling Outcast will enter the battlefield. Because I've cast it, Gev will trigger twice. Christian and Ollie, you may take 1 damage each. Therefore, the Outcast will enter with 2 counters on it. Seems pretty good.
Can't be blocked.
It can't be blocked, and it also can't block itself. Right, then I'm going to tap for 4 Colourless of Sulphurous Spring to play a Gate Instigator with the Offspring cost paid.
That isn't good.
So again, I'll get 2 triggers off Gev. So Nathan and Ollie, you can take 1 each. Because Nathan's not been hit and Ollie's on the most. So that means these will both enter with 3 counters on them.
Sorry, it's actually going to be more because you offspringed it, so there'll be another 2 for Ollie.
Oh, it's only on cast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's only on cast. So it's a cast trigger basically, and you don't cast the Offspring.
Okay.
Now what it does is, whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. They will see each other, so you'll all take 2 damage.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yep.
I think we need to try and remove Wally.
Just a little guy. Just a little guy.
Is everyone up for trying to remove Wally?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
I'll let you know a little secret. I have very little ways to remove.
You're just being a fool in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Ollie, it's your turn for the Torian Mauler.
Okey-doke.
Yeah, I know you'll chump it with your squirrel, but that's fine.
I will.
Nathan, as you have only 1 blocker, I'm going to swing the Valley Rock Calder at you. It's a 1/3 with Menace. When it attacks, I will
have 2
gain...
blockers.
You have 2 blockers?
Yep.
That's fine.
Yes.
I will still do that. I will gain 7 life.
I'm going to take 7.
And each opponent will lose 7 life.
Oh my god.
Each opponent.
Yep.
Wally's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yep. So
I'm doing nothing.
I think I'll double block your squirrel.
Sure, so is that enough to kill it?
Yeah.
Cool.
and I'll
He's dead.
block with my squirrel.
Actually, what I'll do is, before damage, I'm going to tap it as a food, sacrifice it, and gain 3 more life.
Great. So that's 2 creatures have left the battlefield. So he's now up to 6 counters. So he's currently a 12/12.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
And you're all worried about my Torian Marlin, and there's all this going on over here. So I'm going to pass the turn to Nathan, but I just realised I actually made a bit of a mistake with the instigators, because roaming throw means they'll see each other ETB, they'll do 1 damage, and that will actually happen twice, so you'll all lose an additional 2 life.
Do you know what, Wally? I was thinking that you actually didn't ping us through enough then, but I'm saying this now for the good of everyone. You are having a takesy-backsy counter for that one.
Well, maybe that's how you get me out of the game.
Yeah.
It's your go, Nathan.
Can we do a takesy backsy to start the game again? Here we go. Untap. I've got too many things to untap. and very little things of note. Let me draw. I'm going to tap. I'm going to float 1. I'm going to play my top. I have no cards in hand.
Tolarian Mauler, 2 counters.
Let me just look at what these are again. I should have done this the other way around. I'm going to pay 1 life. I'm going to exile a Farseek.
Brave of you to pay that life, Nathan.
That is brave.
Yep, I am going to play Beseiju from the graveyard as a land. That'll trigger Flubs, so I'll draw a card. This does absolutely nothing, but let's have a look. Do you know what? I don't think I need this right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a Mishra's Bobble from the top of my library.
Tolarian Mauler. I'll just stop calling out the Tolarian Mauler triggers.
There is a trigger here on
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, so there should have been actually. Yeah, because that was the first spell I actually cast.
Yeah.
So I'm lying. Good thing, Christian. I'm going to pick you for 2.
Me for 2, so I...
Yeah. So you have to discard a card. So you have to discard a card and then draw.
Okay, so I discard Goblin Bombard,
And you take
draw
2.
Raucous Theatre.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell us what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
draw, but thank you.
That's good.
I'm about to discard it again. So yeah.
I'm sad. I'm happy to see the Goblin Bombardment go.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'm going to tap this to... wrong way around. I'm going to pay 1, I'm lying, to look at the top 3 cards and reorder them.
It's good. The Sensei's Divining top.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Does so well in that deck.
So I have to do this, but it's not going to do me enough anyway. So I'm going to tap this. In fact, wait, no, I don't need to tap it yet. I can play this because of my Cemetery Illuminator. I'm going to tap for 4 to play it. So this is a case of hothouse. I almost called it a moat house. I don't know what.
So there will be a trigger on Tolarian Mauler.
I'll also get to draw a card.
And you played it off the top of your library, right?
Yes. Yep. There we go. Trigger.
take 2, Wally?
Take 2. And
You sure you don't want to hit someone else?
discard and draw.
Wally, you're
No,
on
no.
33 life.
I'll discard Karsus
Yeah.
Depth Guard and draw this card.
So to solve this, I control 7 lands. So it'll solve at my end step, is it?
Yeah, and then you
Step
can
in.
play basically loads of different things
Yeah,
off the top of your
on the top of
library.
the library. I haven't played 2 lands return, so I'm going to play a Dark Depths. This will enter with 10 ice counters on it.
Okay, he's got some mana there as well.
He has.
Just look at what this is.
I mean, he's just dead to a ham
He's also
sandwich,
on
though.
6
yeah, I'm literally.
Yeah.
That is
A
correct.
light breeze.
Dead to a KFC
I'm
family.
going to tap Sensei's top to draw a card. And then I'm going to tap 1. Sorry, I have to keep going. I'm going to play the top. So it'll trigger that. It'll also trigger my worm. The worm's going to ping you again, Wally.
Could you ping someone else now?
No.
No.
And then discard the card, draw a
Got
card.
Fury Stroke Giant.
I think we are all clear, Wally, just to save you for future thing. We are currently all working together. You are arch enemy absolutely here. There's no politicking, there's
if
no...
Nathan wants to draw me into my combo pieces, then that's absolutely fine.
I also have to discard this land because I did have it in my hand when I played the spell, but I can't look. Interesting again. I will play a Moxamber.
Oh my god.
So ping you again, Wally. So 2 damage to you. Discard draw. Now, because that was from the top of my library, I get to draw a card as well. Let's just see what it is. That is absolutely useless right now. So is that.
This is a very wheel spinny way to lose.
Yep. I'm gonna do as much damage to Wally as I can. I'm gonna tap for green. I probably could have done the Sensei's top instead, but I'm gonna tap for green, and I am going to play a Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Okay, so I'll Tolarian Mauler, 2 life, discard and draw.
I did have a card in hand, so I have to discard it. It's a Ramanap Excavator.
I presume you were targeting me.
Yeah.
I think that's all I can really do because this doesn't tap for mana, and neither does Dark Depths. Although actually, no, it does. It does. I'm lying. Can I keep it? No, it's a land. Bugger. But yeah, I'll sack this, tap it, and I'll draw at the beginning of your step.
Which player?
Do you know what? I'll look at your library.
Sure, come on. You go for it.
Interesting.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'll pass to you,
All right, untap
and I will also draw.
and draw. Okay, I'm going to go straight to combat. Nathan, I'm going to swing the 2/2 and the 4/4 at you. Wally, I'm going to swing everything else at you.
I can't do anything.
Okay.
So I'm going to tap to activate the top. just to see if I've got something I can do. It really doesn't matter what I've got there.
Sorry, Nathan.
No, it's okay. I will block the 4/4 though as well. So when we get to blocks, I'll block
Okay,
that.
no blocks?
No blocks.
Okay, I'm going to tap for 2, and I'm going to cast Rally of Wings. Untap all creatures you control. Creatures you control with flying get +2/+2 until end of turn.
Oh my days.
So I will untap the KFC family bucket.
Yep.
And so, Wally, you have exactly 27 coming at you. Nathan, which one did you block? The commander?
The 4/4, yeah.
The 4/5. Okay, so Nathan,
4/5.
you're going to take 4.
Yep.
And Wally, you're going to take 27.
So before we go to damage Ollie, if you've got a removal spell in your hand, you might want to consider keeping me in the game so I can take Christian out.
I do not have a removal spell in my hand, but one thing that I do want to do is can I check to see how many artifacts and creatures everybody has?
Currently, 10, 11, 12, 13.
7.
9.
13. Okay, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. For a curious herd, choose target opponent. You create X 3/3 green beast creature tokens where X is the number of artifacts that player controls. All your creatures are artifacts, so I make 13 3/3s.
Is target... Oh, so you've got Nathan, presumably, then.
Yeah, I've gone for Nathan.
Okay, 13 3/3s.
Which will also give me 13 1/1 scuddles.
That is pretty scary considering my life total. I am not going to lie.
That is a lot of 3/3s.
Yeah. 3/3s.
Right.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just dead, so yeah.
Yeah, so I blocked the 4/5, so I'll take 4, is it?
Yep, I will gain 12 and go to 20. I will choose.
Food has gone to the bin.
I will choose to draw 2 cards from my commander's ability.
Has food gone to the bin? Oh, yeah, Nathan. Cool.
Right, I guess we are now looking for blockers. So I'll play
You might be.
Deserted Beach as my land for turn. I'll tap 1 for a Silver Raven. I'll scry 1.
Trigger. Oh, no, he's dead.
I'll put that to the bottom. Then I will tap for 3, and I will play a Jackdaw Saviour.
Ooh, what does that do?
Flying, whenever Jackdaw Saviour, another creature with flying you control dies, return target creature card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. And we will say go.
Okie doke. So I will untap
Ollie just sat there with that, waiting.
and draw. I will start off by playing a land. So first order of business, what is it that can exile target attacking creature? Is it this thing?
But I don't have the mana to do it.
So just to make, well, okay, if you haven't got the mana to do it, then there's no point in
So you want
doing
to
it.
take out the lifelinkers in that case?
It doesn't actually matter, to be perfectly honest, because I think I just go 1, 2, 3, 4 and activate Rogue's Passage to give this unblockable.
Now, Ollie, right, what I will say here is, I feel like this isn't very team player. Wally was the threat.
No, you're right.
I
you're
didn't
right.
even attack
Yeah, but-
you
and
last
you're the
turn.
new threat.
You're very good.
He's
And
the
now-
new threat.
yeah. So I'm going to give him unblockable, and because, and then I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing. No mana open. 1 mana open.
No, this doesn't tap for mana.
All right.
Sadly.
So I'm going to swing Chatterfang at you. He has
There is a creature there, a forest walk.
yes, Forest Walk. So that should take out Nathan, and then I'm going to. I'm not going to attack with my beasts. I'm just going to attack with my Ygra.
No, that I don't like that. That seems
That
really
seems sus,
that
doesn't it?
seems really sus. Okay, well I can't do anything about it.
Before damage, I'm going to tap, and I'm going to sacrifice. Let's say
You're going to make it big
I'm
enough.
going to make it big enough. So this is going to get an additional 26 counters on it.
What are you sacrificing them to, sorry?
I'm sacrificing them to Chatterfangs,
Oh,
where I can
I
give
see.
target creature +1/-1 for each squirrel I sacrifice for it. So I will take out, I don't know, the thing that's giving everything indestructible, your Safara, and then I will attack through with.
I mean, that's commander damage and it can't be blocked.
Can't be blocked.
I do have a response to that.
Yeah.
Come on, Nathan.
I mean, I technically did have 1 mana as well, so I could have done other things, but sadly I
Does
forgot.
that card help you, Nathan?
No, it's a land.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I die to a big cat.
40-40 big cat unblockable commander damage.
My birds.
Just a little guy, eh?
Just a little guy. Just a little hungry kitty tucking in on the.
And Nathan has a sneaky squirrel.
I mean, if I didn't top the first time, I would have been able to eat a food.
Do you know what though? The good thing is, at least we didn't lose.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Good game.
So good game.
Yeah,
Well played, well played.
That is
Good game, Nathan.
Yeah.
That is my 5th victory on Chad Magic out of 6.
Yeah, I mean, we can all win by not being a team player there. You know what, Ollie.
Is Ollie the new threat?
Ollie
Let us know in the
is the threat. I felt like you were like behind all game, but then that one thing just mattered a lot.
Just sat on these incredible cards. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I was so happy as well when I saw the rally of wings off the top. But yeah, unfortunately, there was nothing we could do about the sack outlets.
Oh, so you would have
I
given
had
menace as
something
well.
to give me some menace. I had another destruction spell if I could get rid of the thing that gave things indestructible, and then I had Smeagol, which would have helped me get ahead, but I was a bit too far behind on mana. I didn't get any ramp.
I thought it was safe with all my blockers. I had a million blockers. I thought it was fine.
Rose package coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Right, well, great game anyway.
Great
And do you
game,
know what? Everyone's deck got to do their thing, which is really, really cool.
Yeah,
I don't quite know what your thing is, but you did something.
I mean, imagine having a mana drain as well.
If only there was some kind of mana drain for a thing. No, but that was a really, really good game. Ollie, thank you very much for coming back. It's great to have you back.
Yes.
We're going to leave it another year this time. We've had our beatings now. And Nathan, as always, spilling your hand out is just the signature, isn't it?
Yeah. That's, I mean, who doesn't want to be a fool with Flubs?
Well, what an ending to an exciting game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the post-game wrap. Bye for now.
Bye for now. See
Cool.
you.
I always seem to lose to these like tricky things at the end.
I love it. It was perfect because it was Chatterfang, it was big busted commander damage, and it was Christian getting killed. I mean, it's literally the trifecta of awesome in Magic.
We need to have a bit of a truce here because game after game, me and you have got this kind of like undertone where it's like we can't let the other one win, and it is definitely losing us games.
Okay, well, on next game we'll let me win in that.
No, I've got to stop that. But I mean, I was hoping to get the Rally of Wings off the top, and when I saw the Rally of Wings, and Nathan actually will have seen it first because of Mishra's Bauble, and I was like,
you saw it in his face.
I was like, oh, that is exactly what I would have been looking for because I knew that we needed to take you out. But I'll be honest, I was so focused on what you were doing that I didn't notice that Ollie had the stuff in front of me.
I mean, Ollie had a bit of a convoluted line to get there, and it wasn't until he played that Curious Herd or whatever it was to guess all the squirrels that it even became possible. So, and he did that on your end step. So I think with the information you had, you did the right thing. Obviously, if you'd have thought seized Ollie and seen his hands or something, it might have been a different decision. But even then, there were hoops and steps, whereas my plan was really obvious.
Yeah, and I know it would have been pinging me, but as soon as I saw the Rally of Wings, my eyes lit up. I was like, wow, it's Christmas time. I was like, yes, I found a way to save us all from the tyranny of Wally's lizards.
You were like, hoo, yes, my lizard people who secretly run the world.
God knows what Nathan was trying to do.
I still don't fully get that Flubs deck. Like, I looked at the card when it got spoiled and I was like, is this card just bad?
Yeah, if you are building Flubs, please comment below and let us know a little bit about the Flubs deck and maybe drop a Moxfield link.
How does it work? Yeah, Nathan's Moxfield link will be down below as well, so definitely take a look. I actually would quite like to play of that deck next time we see Nathan.
It's not my kind of deck, but I do see why it would appeal to certain players. So it looks like a fun deck. And to be honest with you, I was just pleased that all the decks got to do their thing. Mine was probably Brute 1. I'd say that the Flyers deck would be really good for a beginner because it's just
simple,
really simple.
No funny tricks or anything like that. No, I think you're right.
Well, I had one funny trick in it and I managed to do it. But if you want more post-game wrap, please consider subscribing to our Patreon because right now you can head over there and we chat for about 15-20 minutes about the game. You can find out a little bit more about what we were thinking when we were building the decks, the moves that we sort of went for in the game. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. We love our patrons very much and come hang out with us.
Yeah, and these are all of our lovely patrons now on screen. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed the content, please do consider giving us a like and a subscribe. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. And if you want us to continue to make good content like this, then we need to appease the algorithm.
The YouTube gods.
Yes, thanks for that. So we hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to check us out at MagicCon Vegas. We will be there in October. Yeah, and that's going to be really, really cool. That's our first time going to MagicCon in America. And so we've been to the last two in Europe. We're really excited to come and see our US fans. So if you're going, let us know in the comments below.
Absolutely do. Can't wait to see you there.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much for joining us today. Anything else?
That's all.
Well, we'll catch you next time on Chad Magic. Bye for now.
Bye for now.